Ladies and gentlemen, this is Internet Personality Evangelist, and I'm going to V-build a Spru kit. I got a lot of comments asking about these, and there was a good deal on them at New York Comic Con for like a trio of the mid-level ones. So we're going to start off with the Master Chief, the Halo Man. This Spru kit has been designed in Japan, which is an interesting call-out to see. It's a posable figural model kit. These things are weird, man, because as far as I could tell, like, these are made for the American market, North American market, and they are super Bandai of Japan-esque, and they keep calling out how Bandai of Japan-esque they are, but then they've also got stuff like 109 pieces, but no scissors, no paint, no glue. I'm going to hold them to that. I'm going to be using only my hands for this V-build. This is a level 2, because this is like the second price point, and yeah, this is interesting. It'll have a realistic result, apparently. We'll see. I saw these in the aisle, and I was like, who? And before I saw the Bandai down there, I thought this was like a knockoff or something, or like a C3 construction kit kind of thing. But yeah, umlauts and everything, Spru kits. I've got everything laid out here, so you can see how many parts. It's just like 2 big frames, a little frame, a polycap frame, and the littlest frame of 1 part. And this is where I'm really curious about stuff, because on here it says, you know, Halo, but then the katakana afterwards says Master Chief. So this is real kind of like Gunpla Japanese Japanese release, sorry, in its style. And yeah, I don't care if I understand. I just want to build it. So I'm going to build this from the ground up. There's no numbered steps. There's this thing over here, which is like, basically, the steps are color-coded, and if you build a head followed and a torso, and you build arms and legs and guns and stick them together, you get a Master Chief. So I'm going to start with the legs, because I like to go from the ground up. So we'll clear this up, get things ready, and we'll build us the hips of the Master Chief. While I'm getting things ready here, I was checking out a video about these from my buddy Face Forward, and he'd mused that the, how do you call it? The little, I guess, gates here, the gate markings, the gates connecting the parts to the frame are super small on these to facilitate something that I've really been enjoying here, and I wanted to show it at least once. I'm taking it part A29 off of the Spru, and check this out. Put my thumb on here. Boom. It's out. And it doesn't have like a ton of egregious mold flash either. So yeah, they made this stuff to like be easy to pop and easy to put together. Where's part 20? I want to get part 20 out as well. Yeah, 820. Check this. This is just like, oh, I don't know. I like, after being a super futzy, nippers wielding, X-Acto knife cleaning type person, there's something a little bit I don't know, potato chip guilty pleasure about seeking out part 28, finding it, and going like, alright, I better get it out of here. Okay, I got it out of here. Yeah, feels good, man. Anyway, level of hand-holding is borderline ridiculous. Is like, this even, like, shows you where on the sprues to take the parts from. And then on the sprues themselves, it's got, like, there's a cutout of the torso shape, and, like, there's a, where is it? There's little handgun shapes, these are the weapon parts. The hand shape, these are the arm bits, there's, like, a foot up here, so, you know, this is all the leg stuff. Like, I don't know, it's a little, maybe a little much, but not in any kind of way I dislike. Anyway, let's get the groin of the Master Chief coming together here. And there's already a call-out, I guess. Oh, actually, there's not a big peg on there. There's a call-out about how on here, you gotta stack these little joint parts in a way where... Oh, get on there. This is tight. That's super tight. Wow. Get. Anyway, there's like a divot, and it's kind of like creating, I don't know, from what I've seen, it's kind of like it's going to create a stacked hip joint. There we go. I think that's in all the way. Anyway, I thought that was kind of cool. Also, I keep trying to lock the focus on the small piece, and it keeps going away from the small piece as soon as I try to lock it. So thanks, you jerk. Anyway, get this bit in here. As for, you know, with these being such easy pieces to pop off the runners, I also didn't have any didn't have any runaways. I didn't have any loose pieces rattling around in the bag. I don't think I had any missing pieces either. I didn't see any overt gaps. The polycaps, being a softer material, were also just as easy to get off the sprues as everything else was. All the different materials, I was wondering if maybe the green stuff was a little bit more brittle, but so far it seems like it's all just real easy to pop and play. And I kind of like that. Like, there is a place, there's a wonderful, satisfying, hobby-driving place for tougher removal of parts off of a sprue. But sometimes you just want an easy one to get that little high. I don't know, I got a feeling like the conclusion I'm going to reach on these, I'm starting to predict already, is going to be that these are like model kit potato chips. Like, especially like one of these $20 kits, it feels like pick it up, kind of just sit down at home, you need to relax, crack it open, build it. It's super easy, you don't have to think too much about whatever you're doing. If you want to think about what you're doing, there's other kits for that. But this thing is like, just go at it, just have a good time. Slap some parts together and get that little high of satisfaction and completion of a task. Am I slotting this in right, or is this slotting in differently? It looks like it fits in like this. Wait a second. I had this upside down, didn't I? I had it upside down. I'm real good at sprue kits. Alright. That's more like it. Okay. And then this thingy. I don't want to get too much light on here or my hands are going to start glowing. This all matches up, right? Nope, doesn't. I'm putting it on upside down again. That's just a thing for me, I suppose. Yeah. I'm curious how this is going to look unpainted as well. I know with the smaller sprue kits, there is a factor of when you don't paint them, they look super duper like an unpainted model kit to quite a point of a detriment. Granted, this guy doesn't have any kind of human facial attributes like, say, Batman or Superman do, but still, I'm curious how this will go. Everything feels real solid so far. Like, it doesn't seem like there's any cheapening of materials. There's a little arrow on the instructions here. There's a little arrow on the piece too, go like this end up. Look at that. It's like it's made for a dimwit like me who puts everything together upside down. That's great. Alright. Yeah, this end up. Okay, I'll follow the arrow on the instructions. Oh, this is wonderfully for dummies, because I am a career dummy. It's going together real nice. And then this thing. Got us another poly cap. I love how much this is hand-holding. Hey, buddy. I don't know if you know this, but the leg should look like a human leg when you're done, so, you know, maybe don't be an idiot. We put an arrow on here just in case you are, though. Thanks, Sprue Kits. Speaking of being an idiot, have I failed to figure out how a polycap goes in a slot? Sure is feeling like it. Oh, there we go. I solved it! Yay! And then this goes in here. Alright. And we're going to stick these bits together. Here we go. Okay, up arrow is up. These little rectangular connections. That's kind of neat. And then I take this thing. Alright, yeah, I want the, okay, hip joint facing that way. Little call-outs everyone here. It's all, like, numbers and letters and, like, little, like, blinky, like, yo, look at this kind of points. Like, it's a real nice, like, universal language going on in here. Anyway. Let's make us a foot. I don't know why that's really like getting me to want to call it out either. I'm just tickled by how kind and caring this thing seems to be. If you're a Gunpla builder out there, or some other kind of high-end modeler, let me know if you're literally screaming right now. Or do you think this concept, like, makes sense? Like, is this a good idea to have something that's a little friendlier? I don't know. Anyway, I gotta build another leg, and that's a whole lot of what you saw already, so, use some kabang magic, and boom! There we go. Now, here's the real hard part. I've got to stick the hips together, and this goes in. I did it. All right, one more time. Yay! All right, I'm gonna go a little off spec here. There's a standalone step that I want to cover right now because I feel it relates heavily to the legs, to the the build from the ground up motif I'm going for. So I'm gonna take this piece off of Spru B, and let's separate it out here. This is the stand, and I'm curious if this will lock in. Oh wow, it clips! Holy crap! Okay, it doesn't clip in. I just got a friction pop there, but still, look at that! Look at that! That's pretty cool. Anyway, let's move on up to the chest. Not quite as many parts here as with the legs and the hips, so we got a little bit more real estate to play with, and I've got that just chilling out over there. There's really a Master Chief there. Don't look up. Oh, you looked up. Oh, well. Let's get this thing going together. Let's see. Ooh. This is some kind of hinge system. I dig it. And then this stuff folds back. I did not actually click it in. I just placed it against the C-clip. And then left it alone. Alright, that's fixed. And what are we doing here? This looks like a neck of some kind, or some kind of interstitial bit. Let's zoom in a little. Let's get exciting here. Ooh, polycaps. There's nothing more exciting than polycaps. Only polycap for this part of the build, actually, for the torso. I feel like I'm building a complicated piece of jointery here, and I don't really mind. And then this stuff sandwiches together. I think we're gonna get stacked. Yep. Blam, and then. Whoop. I don't know what this is, but I like it. I think that's a neck. That looks like a neck to me. Yeah, right. Let's get that Spartan Mark something or other armor set up here. Ask me anything about different Halo armors. The Gugner is the one that doesn't have a face. That's my opinion on Halo armor. Why isn't this going together right? What isn't... Oh, there's an internal tab there. There we go. Oh, nope. Something ain't... there we go. There were a whole bunch of pegs that had to line up. That's solid. Ooh, that clicked. That was tricky. That was a little bit trickier than I was expecting. It's all together now, though. Can stick these backpack thingies on. The Master Chief's fin fanels. Says he can go fight the Neo Covenant Zeons, and there we go. Let's top this up by bringing over these legs. And let's pop this ball joint in. There we go. How's the range on this? Alright. Okay. Let's arm this guy up. And yeah. Time for a call to arms. Hey. Oh man. Someone's actually gonna shoot me for that one. So I'm gonna build an arm. I'm gonna build an arm where you can see it even. I don't know why I decided to switch up the camera angle. It seemed exciting at the time. Now I'm starting to have second thoughts, but let's give it a shot. We'll see what happens. Okay. This thing's all symmetrical. So... looks like we're building a shoulder joint of some kind here. And... Lean it up. That's a Skype noise. Luckily, it's not for me, because why would I actually answer Skype? Some people are mad now. Don't worry. It's not like I, pointedly ignore anybody. I just have it on to check for messages now and then. And then I follow up on those conversations, like on Twitter. I think I just prefer that medium of communication. It's nothing personal to anyone. It's my own weird media deficiency. That's actually getting real annoying. I'm gonna turn that off. I fixed it. Okay, now we're gonna build this together. I'm guessing this is some forearm action. Yeah. And bang that down in there. Okay. Got one of these things go on the side. Ooh. Now, oh, here we go. Okay. So this thing goes in here. Whoa. This bicep armor has a little bit of a looseness to the connection. I'm not sure if that's to facilitate some posability or if I just haven't pushed everything together enough. I don't know, I'll find out. No, that's just, Is that how it's supposed to go? We'll find out later. Let's put the shoulder pad on in the meantime. Sorry, shoulder pauldron. And then we got us a hand here. And I forgot to pop a piece off. Oh no! Where's the green one? I need piece number A6. Where's A? That's A9. Here we go, there's A6. Little thingies here. Yeah! That's the knuckle guard. Keeps Master Chief hands on topic and green. I think I fit the shape in there, right? So this pops in here. Also got a bit of a... It must be to facilitate something like that. It feels pointedly slidable. I don't know. Let's just see if that happens when I make the other arm, which is gonna happen, like, basically now. Scared me. Okay, let's get these arms onto John 3.7819's shoulders, and then we'll have a whole lot of a near-completed Spartan on our hands. Oh, I was hoping for a click there. The ball joint just kind of, like, softly enters. It doesn't have a pop or a click, and I kind of like the pop or the click. I don't know, I'll deal with it, but that is a momentary disappointment. That pop was just the foot going back on the... the foot going back on the stand. Alright, I think it's time we make this guy a noggin, and then we'll know kinda what the Master Chief looks like when he's a Spru kit. Cranium up! Alright, we're gonna stack our tasks here. Let's get going with this helmet first. And, where's the front bit? There we go. Let me get you some more light over here. I don't want to be invisible. I just want to be efficient. Focus on the... I did it! Okay, now I'm gonna get this thing in here. This is like the smallest piece of the whole build. Go in. Do not fly out of my hands. Just go. Yes! Okay, there we go. All risks are now out of the way. This is going to be a breezy cakewalk, he said naively. Let's sandwich Johnny's head around his respirator. And then we'll get his skull cap down here. Yeah, this way is forward. Alright, and the piece de resistance. The one piece on this sprue. Let's pop it. And then let's rock it. Oh, that's pretty damn satisfying. Okay, let's get his head in place. There we go. There's no polycaps involved in there, so maybe that joint will need some tightening over time, but hey, not bad. And we got one last thing to do, which is to put together his alternate hands and armaments. He has one alternate hand I didn't actually spot in the instructions, so I'm just going to, you know, if you'll pardon me, I'm going to go a little off topic here and just get this fixed up. I was worried because I saw all these hands on the sprue, and then I was thinking to myself, surely they won't have me, like, swapping all of his little knuckle guard thingies from hand to hand when I switch them, but no, there are enough extra little knuckle guard thingies for all the different hands that we've got going on. Next, I'm going to make him a gun. How do you make a gun? It's easy, you take one part and stick it on the other. That's basically how guns work in real life. So, you know, thanks to Halo for training a whole bunch of kids from my generation to learn how to... slippery slope topic. Anyway, the one thing that I think is a little annoying about this is you've got to build his gun-holding hands around the guns. It's secure, but I think you've got to do this basically whenever you want to switch weapons or put weapons into some of the built-in storage on the Master Chief armor. And I think that's a bit of a bummer, because you do this, and oh, here, knuckle thing too, and then I got to take it apart, and I think the plastic is fine to deal with it, but I don't know, I find it a little worrisome. It does look nice, though. Anyway, I do want to take this apart, because I've got... this thing has places to be, man. It's got a clip system that I want to use. And oh, this is annoying. Okay, there we go. Granted, most of the time I do this, I won't have a camera between my face and the thing I'm trying to put together. You know what, I'm going to do the other hand while we're here. Get this out of the way. Because then all hands will be done and we can focus on weapons of death and violence. Now, here it is. There's a little clip thingy. And I believe this threads through here. I'm not sure if it's supposed to... okay, I feel a bit of friction, but that doesn't seem super secure. Am I missing something here? It looks like it's supposed to clip around here. There's no, like... oh, there we go. Still is a little hanky, but, And then this apparently can go on to... oh, there it is. There's a slot here on the leg. Sidearmed. Alright, let's build the other gun. The other gun is even less subtle to put together. Check it out. Hey, check it out. It's done. It's a little thin, but, you know, I don't mind. It's got an interesting thickness. And then we're just going to straight up unsubtly jam one of these into a hard point back here. I assume, because I see slots on each of these... whoa, that was the stand falling off his foot again. I forgot it was there on his foot. I'm assuming that I could stick this over here, too. But, you know, I'm gonna follow the instructions for now. I don't want to deviate too far. And, where's the peg for this? Oh, is it... oh, that's interesting. So there's no peg hole. The peg goes into the trigger finger area there. That's actually kind of... it's got a little bit of finesse to it. So there we go. We have Spartaned. So let's take a quick look and see how this guy feels. So that's a little bit loose, but it's solid. The waist joint feels pretty good. That is a garbage holster. That is probably... okay, that's probably... oh no, here we go. Is it solid? I don't know. I think that's the weakest part of this kit so far. Oh, check this out. Your shoulders can do the, that thing. That's kind of cool at this scale. That's less cool at this scale, but whatever. You know, if this guy has the same kind of, like, joint sizes as Batman, that could be kind of neat. Is there a bicep swivel here? I'd swear there... yeah, okay. It's just really tight, and it's easier to dislodge the ball joint than actually activate the bicep swivel. Don't know how I feel about that either, and I think this guy, yeah, he's got Fig Arts hips. So this can go down and forward, or just a little bit forward. How's this knee? Ooh, that feels good. Okay. It's really tight, too. I like that. And I'm guessing there's a bit of a thigh swivel up here. Ball-jointed ankles. Yeah, this dude's pretty cool. How best to explain how big he is? Well, number one, I'll put him back on his stand, which I swear was working better back when he was just a pair of legs, but whatever. First easy check, he is shorter than an SH Fig Arts guy, so unless Kamen Riders are enormous giants, then or he's really short, that's not really his scale. So Fig Arts are out. How about G.I. Joe? Well, Spartans are supposed to be really tall, right? Does this kind of work? Maybe? I don't know. Anyway, that's a really fun build. It's just like I thought it was going to be. That was like model kit building potato chips. It was super simple, super easy, and yet was satisfying, and I think made a pretty good figure. I kind of like that. I would like to see Spru kits do more licenses I have a bit more of an attachment to, but whatever. Also, there were a couple leftover polycaps. Those two. Maybe I missed something in the build, but I don't know. Anyway, thank you for watching. I have 2 more of these to put together, and I don't know, maybe I'll look into one of the bigger ones. I don't know if I want to right away, but I'll go through my other 2 before I get there. Let me know which one you want to see next, Batman or the LBX. In the meantime, I got lots of construction bricks to put into this little series. Click, click, click. You got bricked.